Hey guys. I don't know if my voice is like glitching or something because my microphone for some reason does that, but I haven't done this in a while, so I decided to like do it because I'm pretty sure you guys have some questions, and I have them right here. So while I draw Angel, I'm gonna be answering your questions. So let me see. Oh, my thingies, my pen's not working. Okay, now it's working. Um, but yeah, okay. So the first question is at the expo. By the way, this is Rini or Ronnie. I don't know. Angeli. I hope I'm saying it right. Jax. She. I think I'm pretty sure it's a she. Asks at the expo, did you also get a chance to meet with Vivian Nixon, Erica Lenbeck, and Richard Horvitz as well? Also, what do you want to see in the Has Been series? So I did see them, but I didn't get to like meet them personally. But I did see them, and they all seemed really nice. And I noticed Vivian Nixon, like she didn't have that many people at her stand, and I felt bad. I even considered going to like spend some money to, say hi to Millie. But I mean, I was already in line. I was waiting for Viv, and you know, and plus, like, I was like saving my money because, but yeah, but I did get to see everybody, especially during the Q&A. But yeah, and for Has Been, what I hope to see, obviously, Alistair, I want to get to know Alistair more. I want to get to know all the characters more, especially Angel and Alistair. I guess I want to see Alistair's more vulnerable side because, he's supposed to be the all scary, all powerful radio demon. But I think he, obviously, like everyone else, he has, like, I guess, like a troubled past, I guess. Even though Viv, I don't know if this is canon anymore. She said that he lived a good life, or like the best life, but I don't know how much of that is canon now. Oops, sorry. And I guess like also I want to see more of Angel's like workplace, because he works with an abusive boss with it, which is Valentino, and well, I don't know. I guess like more of Angel's work life, more Alistair's past, and I mean everybody. I want to get to know everybody, um, but yeah, mostly like this thing is like distracting me, because usually when I'm drawing, I'm like, I have to stay focused. Unless, but yeah, I'm gonna probably fix that later. Okay. Next question is by Harry Potter. Yes. Kayuno. That's an interesting name. The question is, how did you get interested in Vivzy Pop's content, and did you get to ask a question during the expo and the convention? I got into Vivzy because of, and I've explained this a few times, that I discovered her because of Instagram, because I saw Hell of a Boss, like a clip from Hell of a Boss, and I was curious because like I was watching it and it took like a dark turn, and I was curious what would happen, and I like checked the comments asking like, where the heck is this from? And I looked it up on YouTube and I was like curious, so I looked at Hell of a Boss, and yeah, like that's like started it. Yeah, like I mean that's it. Like I saw it on Instagram, I got curious, and then I saw the shows and I got hooked. Yeah, I mean plain and simple. As for like, did I get to ask a question? Sadly, no. Cause the first day, well, technically the second day is when the panel was answering questions, and it was the first day of the panel. I did want to ask a question, but they kind of like cut us off. If you guys saw the video, they said like we couldn't ask a question, and they didn't do it the second day because I'm guessing, like, because of the inappropriate questions that like fans, quote unquote fans, I guess I think I'm using that correctly. They kind of ruined it for everybody else because they were asking like about has-been when they weren't supposed to, and one of them was like asking about episode 8, and you know Viv has like said it, like told us like multiple times like why it's being delayed, and yeah, basically those guys also like somebody was like interrupting somebody else and the audience shushed them. And yeah, like basically those guys, they basically ruined it for everybody else. They ruined it. Because I mean, my question wasn't like that interesting. All I was gonna ask was who does the most improv? Like that's it. Like something simple, something I'm pretty sure the cast would have liked to answer. And yeah, like as I said, those guys basically ruined it for everybody else. I am not liking too much on how this is turning out. So it's not bad, but I'm pretty sure I can do better. I just need a proper reference. I'll probably look at references later and like maybe redo this. So the next question is by John Stenfeld. What are your predictions based on what you've gotten so far about Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss Season 2, if you haven't already made any? For Has-Been, I don't have a lot of predictions because, you know, there's like so much I can go off of. Like, they're just gifts. And, you know, I obviously have no idea what's going on. So, like, you know, I mean, that's what theorists do. They just guess. And, like, that's basically what I'm doing, just guessing, or, like, how much, but, yeah, I don't have a lot of predictions for Has-Been. The only thing I have is, like, episode ideas, like, you know, like, I'm hoping we get this type of episode, or, you know, like, I'm very excited for Has-Been, obviously. But yeah, like I don't have a lot of predictions for Has-Been except that it's gonna be a wild ride. As for Hell of a Boss, since there's like more going on, for sure Stolas is gonna get stabbed by Stryker with the, I don't know if it's angelic or if it's just a normal knife. I'm not sure. Because like it's not in color, so it's really hard to tell. And you know, we're gonna see lots of more Bad A Millie. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of predictions, but I'm pretty sure that Stolas is the one that, like, from the first trailer that we got for season 2. The one that's putting the phone down and a rose petal falls on it. I think that's Stolas. Like, my bet, I'm pretty sure that's Stolas. Because, you know, he gets stabbed. So I'm pretty sure it's obvious that he would, you know, be in the hospital for that. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. As for, like, Moxie's dad, I'm pretty sure he was, like, maybe abusive. Basically, it's like on the sucky dad trope of like Hell of a Boss, because there's lots of sucky dads except for Millie's dad. I guess he's nice, he just is mean to Moxie, but yeah. Next question. What is your biggest criticism on Hell of a Boss? I can't think of anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any criticisms. I enjoy the show very much. I mean, sure, maybe more development on Millie, but I like Millie, but she's not my favorite character, so I don't mind it. But yeah, I really don't have any criticisms. You like hear like the Katy Perry in the background. My dad likes to leave the radio on. It helps him sleep. But anyways, the next question. Okay, that is not a question. RJ Vids asks, what do you hope to see in the first season of Hazbin Hotel? I guess what I really like to see is, as I said earlier, I would love to see more Alistair in his power. I'm really curious on how much he can do. And I'm wondering how Charlie thinks the redemption process is. Because, as I said, like, I'm not sure how much of this is canon anymore, but Charlie treats her guests like children. Like, you know, when they do something bad, she doesn't give them therapy, she gives them a timeout, and that's not helping. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering what Charlie's idea of, like, redemption is, because I feel like that's, like, what therapy's for. Because when you want to change or, like, get something, like, you know, fix something, you go to therapy. And I don't know how rehab works, because I've obviously never been to one, but I think if you've ever been in a rehab center or have an idea on what it is, if you maybe work at it, maybe like that, like I guess like maybe Charlie should you know, get some background on how to deal with how to change somebody, because I think that's what therapists do. And you can do that for yourself as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of the season is just gonna be trying to see how they can fix Angel or rehabilitate Angel. And for sure, Alistair is for sure gonna be scheming. Well, not scheming, but like just causing mayhem. For other stuff I want to see in that season, I guess I'm curious on Angel's family, but I don't know if that's early. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys can hear Free Falling in the background. Oh God, I swear this radio like just plays like the same songs, and I've noticed, like, come on, put something different. But anyways, the next question, I'm like going back and forth, like I'm looking at a reference, guys. And there's like a reference like option here, but I don't know, I like looking at my phone better. Next question, what's your favorite color? I like blue. I like the color blue. And red's really grown on me, but I wouldn't wear that much red, because red, I wouldn't say like, I'm not a big fan of super bright colors. Which is funny because, like, you know, lots of people say I'm like a really like colorful. I mean, I guess like I'm a really colorful person, I guess. But I prefer to wear darker colors. Who's your favorite character? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I did say your name. Creative names. They also ask, who's your favorite character from Hazbin and Helva? Obviously, Alistair and Angel are my favorite. As for Helva Boss, it's Blitz and Stolas. They're both my boys. They're all my boys. Okay, Rocket Razor asks, what people did you meet at the expo? I got to meet a few people on Twitter, actually, and I made friends with them. And they were so sweet. We were all waiting in line for Vivzy. We waited like 3 hours, but we got to know each other. And they were so sweet. If you guys are listening, I love you guys. I love meeting you guys in person. I hope we get to do that again. Oh jeez. And yeah, and I got to meet some other friends like on Discord, and like, I mean, they're the same as Twitter. I met them on Twitter first. But yeah, I got to see a lot of like Twitter people, and obviously the actors from Hell of a Boss. I mean, obviously. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to like redo this whole thing because I swear I can do better. um, I guess because this is distracting me. Any predictions for Has Been series? I already answered that one. Um, but I do hope. I'm pretty sure they did say there might be like lots of like heaven stuff in the first like few episodes, and you know I want to get to know Heaven more. Oops, I keep hitting my pencil. Um, for Olympic Studios asks, how did you make your OC character? What made you invested into making Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss content? Do you like any other Vivzy Pop stuff besides Has Been and Hell of a Boss? Also, what changes will you make to Has Been Hotel? And what characters do you expect from the pilot to come? And do you think they will come in Hell of a Boss? Also, do you think will there be more redesigns? That is a lot of questions. Okay, so the first is, how did I make my OC? Well, while I was making her, usually when I make OCs, like, I am not that creative, guys. I usually just put, like, I try to make her like me as much as possible. Like, basically make her look like me. And, yeah, I do have, like, a rough draft on what she looked like. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere on Twitter, maybe, like, like, when I first started posting on Twitter. Well, not, like, when I started, but yeah, she had like straight hair instead of like the, big hair. So yeah, like, and I did ask like other, like commissions, like if they can have fun with my OC, like mostly play with their hair, play with their outfit. Um, and, and yeah, I mean, I found a, a commissioner did um, drew my OC and I really liked it, especially like with the wavy hair and stuff, and the shoes. Yeah, I really liked it. But yeah, for the next question, how did and like making content? So I guess like I've had this YouTube channel for a little bit, but I never posted anything because I'm not super creative, or like I did do Has Been, not Has Been, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but it didn't really go anywhere, to be honest. Um, uh, because I was pretty late in the game, but um, I guess when I saw Has Been and Hell of a Boss, I guess I came up with this theory. And I really wanted to make a video about it because I'm like, well, no one's made a video about it, so I think I should do it. So I did. And it didn't come out like, so first I did reviews of it because I'm like, maybe I can make a review first and give my thoughts on it, but that didn't really take off. Um, but when I made my theory, when episode 4 came out, I that theory blew up, and I was like, well, not blew up, but it got like a lot of views, and I was like surprised. Um, and it got me excited, and I was like, like what other theories can I come up with? But like, there wasn't a lot for me to say, because it's like barely the 4th episode. There's not a lot of theories that I can talk about. And then the trailer for like the next episodes came out, and I did a theory on that, and that one blew up. Like, I was with my grandma, we were going to the store, and I just uploaded it, and I saw it like blow up, and I was like so excited and happy that like lots of people liked it. And I kept looking at my count, and I was like so surprised. And yeah, I mean, that made my day, and I showed my mom because I was so happy. Because yeah, I mean, you guys really like make my day when you guys like my videos, and I really do try my best to like come up with more. And sometimes I even feel bad like not uploading for a while because I'm like, I have no ideas. Luna! I am sorry for her. So the other question, besides Hasbin, like what other Vivzy Pop stuff do I like? I only know Hasbin and Helluva Boss. I do know about Zoophobia, but it never really interested me. And like I don't know. I guess like I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. I mean, maybe I could give it a shot, but I'm like, yeah, like it's discontinued, and I don't want to, like, Luna, you know, get into something and be disappointed that there's like nothing else. Luna, and my dad came back. What character do you expect from the pilot to like to appear in like a Helluva Boss? We already saw Travis. So like that's the only person that we know, and also Katie in the pilot of Helluva Boss. But since the since the shows aren't like they're connected, but like they're spin-offs. So and also like Helluva Boss, it's a separate show, and you know they can't get involved with Hazbin Hotel. They have to stay separate because well, one A24. Like well, mostly the main reason is A24, and you know Helluva Boss is its own show, so they want to keep those separate. And will there be a crossover? I mean, I'm hoping, but well, it's kind of hard because you know I'm not sure if A24 will allow it. I mean, if they do and we get a crossover, great. I'm really curious. But yeah, I mean, for now, we can't really expect anything from Hazbin. You know what? This is coming out really cute. I wasn't too fond of it at first, but I'm like, you know what? It's coming out very nice. It's for the last question they asked. For like the redesigns. Well, we didn't get a redesign this month. We got like a way better thing, which were more gifts of Hazbin Hotel, and I think that's way better than a redesign. And if we might get more, I'm kind of doubting it. I'm kind of hoping more gifts, honestly. Because, you know, I mean, it's not like too much, but, you know, I'd rather have a GIF, than a redesign, honestly. But yeah, for now, I kind of doubt, I think they're done with the redesigns, because Hazbin is, like, right around the corner. So, yeah, for now, I don't think there's gonna be any more redesigns. What they're gonna do, I don't know. Maybe more gifts, or maybe repeated characters like maybe Alistair or Angel. I don't know. But yeah. I think, you know what? I also asked it on Twitter. Let me just, oh jeez. Let me just find it. Here comes Luna. You're just barking at your grandpa. You're just barking at your grandpa. Huh? Here comes Kanini. Okay, here it is. Okay, so Ash asks, for Hazbin, do you think the new character designs count as redesigns or small character tweaks? I think they're more tweaks. Because they're still the same characters, just with a little bit of a different design, or like a different hairstyle, like Charlie. Yeah, I think they're more of tweaks than redesigns. The next question is by Novice Animation. She asks, when you make animatics, what software do you use? I'm curious because I want to try learning how to animate myself. I am honestly not, I am not an animator. I just did the Use Me Up animatic because I just saw like, no one's else done it and I felt like drawing Angel, so I thought like, why not? I can do it. And I gotta be honest, like it's not like I'm not the best at animating because I do not have prior experience. So I basically went to it blind and just I mean, I can show what I did. So basically I did know like so I did storyboards of it because I did take like a 3D animation class, but I only did it for like one semester because I wasn't a big fan of it. But yeah, I did know like this is how you do storyboards, so I did this, and then I just enlarged them, and then I just line arted it and colored it a little bit because I thought like I should add a little bit of color. But yeah, I mean that's how I did it. It's pretty simple. But yeah, I'm not an expert. So yeah, I guess like that's how I did it. Um, and lots of people say that I should work for Vivzy, and I was as much as I would love to, I have no prior experience of doing that. So yeah. um, and the last question, who is your favorite Hello Boss character? I already answered that. It's Dolus and Blitz. They just, I just love them both. I can't decide. But yeah, I mean that's all the questions that I have. And she's like, but yeah, I hope to like maybe do this again. Maybe next time I might just draw something and I feel like I made Angel's arm too big. There we go. Oops. But yeah, that's all the questions. I think maybe next time I might just do like time lapses of what I've been doing so I can just, draw it better. I mean, this came out nice, but I'm pretty sure I can do way better than this. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.